Namaste. I, JVN Sheetal Singh, Assistant Professor at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. So previously, we have started the NMBA Neuromuscular Blocking Agent. So we have studied the mechanism of action of depolarized neuromuscular blocking agent and their classification during the duration of action. So we have completed this. Then we have also see the mechanism of action of non-depolarizing NMDA. Then we have see the mechanism of neuromuscular blocking agents and their classification also. Now we will say the characteristic of phase 1 depolarizing blockage. So let's start this. Decreased twitch amplitude, absence of fade with continuous stimulation, similar decrease in the amplitude of all twitch in the train of 4 ratio, which is greater than 0.7. Absence of post-tetanic potentiation and antagonist by non-depolarizing muscles relaxant. Augmentation by anticholinesterase drug. So the decreased twinge amplitude, faith with continuous stimulants, and training of 4 ratio, which is greater than 0.7, and the absence of fasciculations are there. Now the sequence of muscle blockades. First muscle to be blocked by both the polarizing and non-polarizing muscle relaxants are the central muscles, then peripheral muscle blockage. So the sequence of blockade is fade, jaw, phalanx, larynx, respiratory, then trunk muscles, limb muscles. At recovery, these recover in the same order. So now the depolarizing and MBA. So suxamethonium. So suxamethonium is the depolarizing neuromuscular agents. So succinyl chlorine. Succinyl chlorine is a quaternary ammonium compound, also called diacetylchlorine or suxamethonium. Consists of two joints of ACH molecules. Only depolarizing relaxant now available in clinical practices in succinylcholine. So the mechanism of action is depolarizing muscle relaxant very close resemble to ACH and readily binding to ACH receptors generating a muscle's action potential. Phase I or phase 1 block, then the phase 2 block. Now the metabolism and the excretion. So let's start the metabolism and the excretion. Rapid onset of action 30 to 60 seconds and small volume of distribution due to its very low lipid solubility. Relative overdose, that is usual administration. Short duration of action, usually lesser than 10 minutes. In circulation, rapidly metabolized by the pseudocholinesterase into succinyl monochlorine. As the drug level fall in the blood, succinyl chlorine molecule diffuse away from the neuromuscular junction, limiting the duration of action. However, duration of action can be prolonged or prolonged after succinyl chloride can occur due to the following condition. First, low pseudochlorine esterase. Then second is atypical pseudochlorine esterase. Then higher dose of phase 2 block and hypothermia. Now the decreased level of pseudochlorine esterase. Reduced pseudochlorine esterase level generally produce only modest prolongation of succinyl's action, which is 2 to 20 minutes. And that is pregnancy, liver disease, renal function, malignancy, hypoproteinemia, hypothyroidism, and alcoholism. Now, the certain drug therapies are in this. First is ecothiophate organophosphate used for glaucoma. Next is neostigmine and pyridostigmine cholinesterase inhibitor. Then the next is phenazine and monoamines oxidase inhibitor. Then cyclophosphamide anti-neoplastics. Next is metoclopramide antiemetic and prokinetic. Ismolol beta blocker and pancurium non-depolarizing. And next last is the oral contraceptives. So these are the certain drug therapies. Now let's see the typical, or we can say the abnormal pseudocholinesterase. Structure of plasma cholinesterase is determined genetically by autosomal disease. First is heterozygote for the atypical gene. 1 in 25 to 30 patients of European extraction is a heterozygote with one normal and one abnormal atypical pseudocholinesterase gene, resulting in a slightly prolonged block 20 to 30 minutes. Homozygous atypical pseudocholinesterase gene is 1 in 3,000 patients have two copies of abnormal gene. Homologous atypical that produce an enzyme with little or no affinity for succinyl chlorine will have a very long blockade that is 4 to 8 hours. Now, the measurement of atypical pseudocholinesterase. So, first is the quantitative determination in the laboratory quantitative in the unit per ml, a minor factor. Second is the qualitative uh, by the major factor, which we call as Debucane number. Debucane number, percentage of inhibition of pseudocholinesterase activity by decubane is termed as Debucane number. Debucane is a local anesthetic, inhibit normally pseudocholinesterase activity by 80%, but inhibit a typical enzyme activity by only 20%. Serum after an individual who is heterogeneous for the atypical enzyme is characterized by an immediate 40 to 60% inhibition. Now, the management of succinyl chlorine apnoea. This condition is not life-threatening, but the risk of awareness is considerable, especially after the end of the surgery, when the anesthesiologist, who may not have made the diagnostic, is attempt to waken the patient. Anesthesia must be continued until full recovery from the neuromuscular blockade and the demonstrable. In such patient, non-specific esterase 10% metabolites gradually clear the drug from the plasma. Source of cholinesterase such as fresh frozen plasma should be administered. Now, the plasma sample should be taken quantitatively and qualitatively. Measurement of atypical cholinesterase. Prolonged paralysis for succinyl chlorine caused by the abnormal pseudocholinesterase. Atypical cholinesterase should be treated with a continuous mechanical ventilation and sedation until the muscles function turn to normal by clinical signs. Now, the monitor neuromuscular transmission accurately until full recovery for the residual neuromuscular block. patient who is found to have a reduced enzyme activity and structurally abnormal enzyme should be given a warning card or a alarm. Then the drug interaction spatially consideration. First is the cholinesterase inhibitors, making the prolonged depolarized phase 1 block by two mechanisms. First is inhibiting acetylcholinesterase, higher ACH concentration at the nerve terminal, which intensify depolarization. Second, inhibiting the pseudocholinesterase reduce the hydrolysis of succylchlorine. For example, organophosphate pesticide for irreversible inhibition of acetylcholinesterase and can prolong the action of succinyl by 20 to 30 minutes. Now, second is the non-depolarizing relaxant. Small dose of non-depolarizing relaxant is antagonist a depolarizing phase 1 block drug occupies some ACH receptors, so partial prevention of depolarization by the succinyl chloride. If enough depolarizing agent is administered to develop a phase 2 block, then a non-depolarizer will potential paralyzed. So dose and the storage. Usually the adult dose of succinyl chloride for the intubation is 1 to 2 mg IV and dose as small as 0.5 mg per kg will often provide acceptable intubating condition if a defasciculating dose of a non-depolarizing agent is not used. Repeated small bolus like 10 mg or a succinyl chloride dip 1 gram in 500 or 10,000 or 1000 ml titrate to effect can be used during the surgical procedure that required brief but intense paralysis, such as ENT procedure endoscopy. Neuromuscular function should be frequently monitored with a nerve situator to prevent the overdosing and to watch for the phase 2 block. Now, pediatric patients are often need greater dose than for the elders because they have a large extracellular space than the adult. So, the intramuscularly to children, a dose as higher as 4 to 5 mg per kg does not always produce complete paralysis. Now the storage. Stored under refrigerator 2 to 8 degrees Celsius and should be used within 14 days after the removal from the refrigerator and exposed to the room temperature. Side effect and the clinical consideration. Succinyl chloride is still used for the rapid sequence, induction, and for short period of intense paralysis. Succinyl chloride is considered relatively co-indicated in the routine management of children and adolescent patients having undiagnosed myopathy. Now the first is cardiovascular. Suxamethonium act on cholinergic ACH receptor in addition to those to the neuromuscular junction. So your question here we have over this topic. So your question is, write down the mechanism of hyperkalemia. Then write down the condition causing the susceptibility to succinyl chloride induced hyperkalemia. So this all here we have completed this. Hope you will understand this. For any query, you can comment below. Thank you and namaste.